Good morning, students. In this video, we are going to discuss about the last two concepts in proton number spectroscopy. They are spin-spin coupling and coupling constant. Usually, in proton number spectrum, the molecule having the molecule exhibits the signals as a doublet, a triplet, or multiplet, or a quadret, like that. But for example, with the molecule having 3 environments of protons, usually it exhibits 3 singlets. But in proton number spectrum, it does not shows 3 singlets. The singlet is split into a doublet or triplet or quadret. So the splitting of the signals is due to the spin of the one nuclei is interacted with the spin of the neighboring nuclei. So what is spin-spin interaction? So spin-spin interaction is nothing but the interaction between the spins of neighboring nuclei in a molecule may cause the splitting of n-number spectrum. This is known as spin-spin coupling or spin-spin splitting. The splitting pattern is related to the number of equivalent hydrogen atom at the neighboring nuclei or neighboring atom. Here it is simply represented as n plus 1 rule. It is simply represented as n plus 1 rule. The multiplicity of the signal is calculated by using n plus 1 rule. The multiplicity of the signals is calculated by using n plus 1 rule. This is one of the rule to predict splitting of the proton signals. This is considered by nearby hydrogen nuclei. Therefore, n is number of protons nearby nuclei. 0 hydrogen atoms as near or neighboring protons, then it exhibits a singlet. If the neighboring nuclei having 1 hydrogen atom, then it exhibits a doublet. Then if the neighboring nuclei having 2 hydrogens, then it exhibits as a triplet. So it is discussed in a detailed manner in a whiteboard. So before going to the detailed discussion of spin-spin splitting, what are the rules for spin-spin splitting? So the main important rules are chemically equivalent protons do not show spin-spin coupling. It is a very important point, friends. Chemically equivalent protons do not show spin-spin coupling. Only non-equivalent protons shows coupling. Only non-equivalent protons undergo coupling. Protons of adjacent carbon normally will couple. Protons of adjacent carbons only undergo coupling. Protons separated by 4 or more bonds will not exhibit coupling or spin-spin splitting. So let us discuss in detail in a whiteboard. So here, for example, let us write CH3, CH2, CH2, X. So I am trying to determine the number of signals for 1 halopropane. So how many number of environments of protons present in this molecule, students? Here in this molecule we have usually 7 hydrogen atoms, and these 7 hydrogen atoms are present in 3 environments. Here CH3 is one environment and CH2 is another environment, and the CH2 is separate environment, so that the molecule having 3 different environments of hydrogens. Usually we expect that this environment of protons exhibits a singlet, and it is also exhibits a singlet, and it is also exhibits as a singlet in proton number spectrum, but it is not usually exists as a singlet. Because of this spin-spin coupling, these singlets are splitted into a doublet or triplet or quadret or multiplet. That is depends upon the number of neighboring protons. Here the 3 hydrogens, that means the CH3 is adjacent to 2 hydrogen containing system. That means here this environment of protons having 2 neighboring hydrogen atoms. That means according to n plus 1 rule, here the number of environments of hydrogens is, number of neighboring protons is 2. 2 plus 1 means 3. So that the singlet is split into a triplet. Here the triplet does not represents here the singlet sorry, here the triplet does not represent 3 hydrogen atoms. It represents neighboring protons, because the neighboring carbon carries 2 hydrogen atoms. That is why it is splitted into a triplet. Now here CH2, here the CH2 is adjacent to, here the CH2 having 2 different adjacent neighboring protons. Here in the right side you have 2 neighboring protons, in the left side it has 3 neighboring protons. That means the CH2 having 5 neighboring protons. So according to n plus 1 rule, 5 plus 1, it exists as a sextet. 5 plus 1, so that it exists as a sextet. That means it exhibits 6 signals in proton and NMR spectrum. And finally the CH2 group is having 2 neighboring protons, so that it is also exhibits a triplet. So this is called spin-spin splitting. Why this CH3 group is split into a triplet? Because the spin of these hydrogen atoms is interacted with the spin of the neighboring protons. And again, why it is exists as a sextet? Because the spin of the CH2 group, that means hydrogen atoms, is interacted with the spin of the neighboring CH3 CH2 protons. Why it is exist as a triplet? Because the CH2 proton spins is interacted with the adjacent 2 hydrogen spin, then it is split into a triplet. This is the reason behind the splitting of the spectral lines. So let us discuss in our syllabus they are ask explain the spin-spin splitting in AX system and AX2 system and AX3 system. In our syllabus they are asked explain the spin-spin splitting in AX system and AX2 system and AX3 system. So let us see what is, first of all, what is AX system. AX system means here the molecule having 2 environments of protons. Here the molecule having 2 environments of protons, and each environment having only 1 hydrogen atom. That means here the alphabets A and X represents the interacting nucleus chemical shift difference is very high. That means, for example, here it is 1 carbon and it is 1 carbon, and it is attached to 1 hydrogen, and it is attached to another hydrogen, and the remaining groups are does not having any number of protons. Remaining groups are not hydrogens other than hydrogens. Maybe here I write for 4 alkyl groups or 4 different substitutions. Here these substitutions are completely different. Here these are R dash or R dash. So now these substitutions are different, so that these 2 hydrogens are in different environments. So what is AX system? AX system means interacting molecule having 2 environments of protons, and each environment having only 1 hydrogen. So here 2 environments of protons, here it is in 1 environment, it is second environment, and each environment having only 1 proton. Now this hydrogen is usually exist as a singlet in proton and NMR, but due to the presence of neighboring hydrogen atom, it is split into a doublet. It is split into a doublet. It is split into a doublet. Why this hydrogen atom is split into a doublet? Because the neighboring hydrogen having 2 types of spin orientations. Because this hydrogen having 2 types of spin orientations, that is plus half spin orientation and minus half spin orientation. So due to the plus half spin orientation interaction, it is having 1 resonance frequency, and due to the minus half spin orientation, it is having the second precessional frequency. That means here this hydrogen is having 2 types of precessional frequencies due to the interaction between adjacent hydrogen atom, because the adjacent hydrogen having 2 spin orientations. Because of the 2 spin orientations, it impacts 2 different precessional frequencies on this hydrogen atom, so that it is splitted as a doublet. It is splitted as a doublet. And again this hydrogen is also splitted as a doublet in proton and NMR. Again this hydrogen is also splitted as a doublet in proton number. Why this hydrogen splitted as a doublet? Because the adjacent hydrogen having again two types of spin orientations. One is plus of spin orientation and second one is minus of spin orientation. Due to that positive spin orientation and negative spin orientation, it creates two magnetic environments around this hydrogen atom, so that it is split it into a doublet. Here AX represents the interacting nuclei having chemical shift is very high. The interacted nuclei chemical shift difference is very high. So this is the splitting of spectral lines. So the spectrum is represented as, here it is exists as a doublet and here it is exists as a another doublet. The chemical shift difference between these two signals is very high. Maybe this is for A environment of protons, this is for X environment of protons, and the molecule is simply represented as like this. Here it is X and here it is E. That means here it is one hydrogen, here it is X environment of hydrogen. So this is the splitting of spectral lines in AX system. Now we can move into second molecule, that is AX2 system. So what is AX2 system and what it represents? Here again we have two alphabets, so that the alphabets represents molecule having again two environments of hydrogen atoms, and one environment is only A1 and second environment having X2. That means either it is AX2 or you can also represent as A2X. You can also write A2X. You can also write A2X. Whatever it may be, AX2 or A2X system. So this represents one environment having only one hydrogen atom and the second environment having two hydrogen atoms, and the second environment having two hydrogen atoms. Now we can see the splitting of spectral lines. So for this hydrogen atom, it exhibits a triplet. Why this hydrogen does not show singlet? Why it is split into a triplet? Because this hydrogen having two adjacent hydrogen atoms, having two adjacent hydrogen atoms according to n+1 rule. So 2 + 1 means 3, so that this hydrogen is split as a triplet. And again for these two hydrogens are one environment and usually it exhibits a singlet, but due to the presence of adjacent neighboring carbon having one hydrogen, and it is split as a doublet, that means the AX2 system or A2X system exhibits one triplet and one doublet. Why it is split as a doublet and why it is split as a triplet? Let us see. Here it is AX2 system. So here this is A, that means A environment of proton, and these two are said to be X environment of protons. That is why I represent AX2. So why the A environment of proton is split into a triplet? Because the neighboring carbon having two hydrogen atoms, so it is having two hydrogen atoms, so that it shows three different spin orientations of neighboring nuclei. That means these two hydrogens having both the positive charge, and one hydrogen is positive and the second one is negative, or this one is negative and this one is positive. That means this hydrogen is negative and this hydrogen is positive spin, and both the hydrogen having negative spin. Here these spin orientations are same, so that here we get three different types of spin orientations. Why the CH proton is split into a triplet? Because the neighboring hydrogen having three different spin orientations. So due to the three different spin orientations, this hydrogen, the single hydrogen having three different magnetic environments because of these three spin orientations, so that it resonates three times. it resonates 3 times. It resonates 3 times and exhibits a triplet. And why these two hydrogens are splitted as a doublet? Because here the adjacent carbon having only one hydrogen atom. So this hydrogen having only positive spin and negative spin. So that it creates two different magnetic environments around these two hydrogen atom. Because of these two hydrogen atoms, it feels three different environments of magnetic field. But because of this one hydrogen atom, these two hydrogens fields or experiences two magnetic environments. So if one hydrogen, and that means around the hydrogen magnetic environment will be changed, then the precessional frequency will be changed. So that is why it is resonates at different precessional frequencies. So it creates three different magnetic fields, so that it produces three precessional frequencies, because precessional frequency is directly proportional to external magnetic field. So external magnetic field will change, then precessional frequency will also change. So due to this spin orientation, it creates one external magnetic field, and due to this spin orientation, it creates another magnetic field. Due to this spin orientation, it produces a different magnetic environment around this hydrogen atom, so that it is appears as a triplet, and these two hydrogens appears as a doublet. So let us write the NMR spectrum like this. So triplet 1:2, 2:1, and a doublet as like this. This is for CH proton, and this is for CH2 proton. The intensity of the signal is 1:2, 2:1, and the intensity of the signal is 1:1. So this is the spin splitting information in AX2 system. Now let us move to next molecule, that is AX3 system. AX3 system. What is mean by AX3? Here also we have two environments of protons and one environment having one hydrogen atom, and the second environment having three hydrogen atoms. X3 means three hydrogens present in organic molecule. So here these are the three hydrogen atoms, and this is the one hydrogen atom. These three hydrogens are one environment, and this hydrogen is another environment. Now again, this hydrogen is having three neighboring protons. This hydrogen having three neighboring protons. So according to n+1 rule, this hydrogen is splitted as a quadrat. So and these three hydrogens are splitted as a doublet, because these three hydrogens having only one neighboring proton. So that is why these three hydrogens are splitted as a doublet. Why it is appears as a quadrat? Again, the same explanation is here, because the adjacent carbon having three hydrogen atoms. The adjacent carbon having three hydrogen atoms, so that it exhibits four different spin orientations. Here all three hydrogen atoms having positive charge, are two nuclei having positive and one is negative. First one is positive and third one is positive, and the middle one is negative, and the first one is negative and the remaining two hydrogens are positive. Or first two are negative, another one is positive, negative, positive, negative, positive, negative, negative. That means here this is one type of spin orientation. These three are creating different spin orientation, and this is another spin interaction, and final one is all three hydrogens having negative spin. So based on this, it creates one magnetic environment around the hydrogen atom. It creates a different magnetic environment, and it creates a different magnetic environment, and it creates different magnetic environment. And that means due to the presence of three hydrogen atoms adjacent to CH group, it creates four different magnetic environments around that CH group, so that it exhibits a quadrat. So let us write the NMR spectrum like this, and it is appears as a, that means one quadrat and one doublet for AX3 system. The intensity of this quartet is 1:3:3:1, and the doublet is 1:1, and the doublet intensity is 1:1. So this is the NMR spectrum for AX3 system. Let us see AB system. AB system. Here in the first example we discuss about AX system. So in these two examples the NMR spectrum is similar, but here it represented as AB and it is represented as X. That means the minute difference between those spectra are the interacted hydrogen nucleus chemical shift value will be different. AB means, again here we have two alphabets that represents molecule having two environments of protons, and the two interacting nuclei chemical shift difference is very low. That means the chemical difference of these two hydrogens is very low, then it is said to be AB spectrum. If the two interacting hydrogen nuclei chemical shift is very high, then it is said to be AX system. Here in alphabets, A is at first and X is at last, so that the difference between A and X will be very high, so that represents the interacting two hydrogens having chemical shift difference is very high. But in alphabet, A and B are adjacent to each other, so that represents the interacting nuclei having chemical shift difference is very low. And again here also it is treated as a doublet, but the main difference of AB and AX spectrum is, in AB spectrum the two doublets are adjacent to each other, but in AX system the difference between doublet will be very high. So the difference is very low, but the difference is very high because the chemical shift difference is very high. In this, the interacting nuclear chemical shift difference is very low. So this is the difference between AB spectra and AX spectra. So this is about spin coupling in AX spectra, AB spectra, AX2 spectra, and AX3 spectra. So it is given in our syllabus. So I think you understand the concept of spin coupling, students. Now let us revise in 1 minute about spin coupling. So what are the rules for spin coupling, students? So chemically equivalent protons do not show spin coupling, only non-equivalent protons undergo coupling, and protons on adjacent carbons normally will couple. Protons separated by 4 or more carbons will not couple. That means here this hydrogen is interacted with this hydrogen only, but not this hydrogen atom, because the number of bonds between this hydrogen and this hydrogen is more than 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, so that the interaction between H2 and HD is not possible. And again the interaction between H2 and Hc is possible because the number of bonds between these two atoms is 1, 2, 3. Okay, students. And N+1 rule is very important. So based on number of neighboring carbons, we can write the multiplicity of the signals. So here let us see, for example, in this example, here it is a CH3, here it is CH3, here it is CH3, and it is adjacent CH2 group. That means adjacent carbon having two hydrogens, so that it is treated as a quadret. It is treated as a triplet. It is CH2 group and it is adjacent having 3 hydrogen atoms, so it is treated as a quadret. And it is a CH3 group, but it does not having any number of adjacent carbons. Adjacent group is C, double bonded O. It does not having any number of hydrogens, so that it is appears as a singlet. That is the explanation, students. It is about spin coupling in proton number. So due to the spin coupling, the spectral lines will be split as a doublet or triplet or quadret. So this is the last concept in this unit, students, that is coupling constant. What is coupling constant? The distance between peaks in a given multiplet is a measure of splitting effect is known as coupling constant. So coupling constant is nothing but the distance between the two adjacent peaks in a multiplet or doublet or triplet or quadrat is nothing but coupling constant. It is denoted by the letter J and it is expressed in the units hertz. Coupling constants are measure of effectiveness of spin-spin coupling and very useful for proton number of complex structures. So here we have a triplet. Here we have one triplet. What is meant by coupling constant? It is the distance between the two adjacent peaks. For example, if we have to take one doublet, in this doublet, so what is coupling constant? Here we have only two signals, so that in this doublet the distance between two signals is called coupling constant. Or if you have one triplet, and what is coupling constant? Again, in this triplet the distance between either these two signals or these two signals is called coupling constant. Or for example, if you have to take a quadrat, for example, if you have to take a quadrat, that means the distance between these two peaks, sorry, I have a right for a, this is for our explanation, students. Actually the distance between the quadrat is not like this. So the distance between these two signals or these two signals or these two signals is nothing but J, and it is equal, here the distance between these two signals is exactly equal to distance between these two, and it is exactly equal to distance between these two signals. It is called coupling constant. What is the application of coupling constant? Based on a coupling constant, we can determine whether the signal is a quadrat or two doublets, and one singlet from, sorry, one triplet from one doublet and quadrat, one doublet and singlet. So what is coupling constant, student? Coupling constant is nothing but distance between the two adjacent peaks in a multiplet is called coupling constant. So coupling constant is very important phenomena in proton number spectrum. By using these coupling constants, in sometimes we have to determine whether the alkene is cis alkene or trans alkene. That means whether the alkene is cis or trans manner in nature. And by using these coupling constant values, we can also determine whether the benzene ring is ortho disubstituted or meta disubstituted or para disubstituted in nature. You can determine the substitutions present on benzene ring based on these coupling constant values. So coupling constant concept is very, very important, students. I hope you understand the all concepts in this proton number spectroscopy. In the first video, we discussed about introduction and introduction of spectroscopy. In the second video, in the second session, we discussed about proton number spectroscopy introduction and principle of proton number. In the third session, we discussed about instrumentation of proton number, that means CW number and FTN number. In the fourth session, we discussed about what is chemical shift and factors affecting chemical shift. In this session, we have discussed about spin-spin coupling and coupling constant. These are the concepts given in our syllabus in the first unit, students. So I hope you understand all the concepts, students.